Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Progress, a creation by Johan Norberg. Progress, 2016, challenges the negative views held by those who believe that the state of the world is continually declining. Johan Norberg presents evidence of advancements in freedom, equality, health, and wealth, highlighting the significant progress we have achieved as a species. Furthermore, Norberg predicts a positive future based on current trends. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Johan Norberg, a Swedish writer and historian, is also a senior fellow at the libertarian Cato Institute. He has written extensively on economic subjects and has authored several highly regarded books, such as In Defense of Global Capitalism and Financial Fiasco. With 8 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On StoryPlanet.net. To start, this text suggests that there are reasons for optimism and indicates that the speaker will explain why they believe this is the case. Pessimism has always existed in every society, but it is a matter of temperament and perspective. The author argues that while there is still work to be done, we have come a long way in terms of health, wealth, and tolerance. We often forget this because we focus too much on the present. The summarizer contained data supporting the idea that progress has been made in areas such as literacy, GDP growth, and political equality. The author also highlights the importance of prosperity for environmentalism, the reduction in lethality of wars, and the role of literacy in addressing poverty. Key idea number 1. Improved food production has led to a decrease in hunger. Life in Europe in past centuries was marked by widespread famine and hunger. Millions of lives were lost to food scarcity, with cases of cannibalism reported. However, with technological advances and global trade, food production increased rapidly. Farmers granted property rights had an incentive to produce more food, and innovations like artificial fertilizer and modern machinery further increased productivity. Global undernourishment has significantly decreased, with only one country having average calorie consumption below 2,000 calories a day. While there is still work to be done in fighting chronic hunger, the future looks promising. Key idea number 2. Sanitation and medical advancements have greatly extended lifespans. Efficient food production and proper waste disposal have significantly improved human health. In the past, cities were filled with waste and disease was rampant. However, advancements in water systems, sanitation, and garbage collection have made cities cleaner and reduced mortality rates. Access to safe drinking water has increased globally, and evidence-based medicine has led to a sustained rise in life expectancy. Medical breakthroughs such as the discovery of penicillin and the development of vaccines have further pushed back diseases. With the help of globalization and improved information sharing, outbreaks can be tracked and vaccines develop more quickly. These advancements have resulted in a dramatic increase in average life expectancy worldwide, from 31 years in the early 20th century to 71 years in 2015. Overall, medical progress has made life healthier and longer. Key idea number 3. The wealth of people has increased and poverty rates have reached their lowest level ever. Poverty has been the norm for most of human history, so instead of focusing on what causes it, we should consider what drives prosperity. The Industrial Revolution in the 1800s in England led to a significant increase in global wealth through mechanization and increased productivity. This trend continued with economic expansions in Asian countries like Japan, South Korea, China, and India. GDP growth has not only benefited economic powerhouses, but has also reduced poverty worldwide, with the number of people living in extreme poverty decreasing significantly. This turnaround is due to factors such as the dismantling of oppressive regimes, improved infrastructure and communication, and increased globalization and access to new markets. Key idea number 4. Currently, we are experiencing a period of relatively low conflict and violence in human history. Violence is declining worldwide, despite heightened awareness due to media coverage. The Enlightenment and modern legal systems have contributed to lower rates of homicide and torture. Proportional punishment and humane treatment of criminals have become more prevalent since the 19th century. Global commerce and international institutions like the United Nations discourage wars between states. As a result, armed conflicts have become less common and less lethal. Key idea number 5. Global prosperity has a positive impact on the environment. Rapid economic growth has had negative environmental consequences, but growth and environmental conservation can coexist. Progress in protecting the planet has been possible due to increasing wealth. Examples include London's significant reduction in pollution and global improvements between 2004 and 2014. Evidence shows that reducing poverty is the best way to protect the environment. Wealthier nations prioritize conservation. Once basic needs are met, poverty and environmental risks are interconnected, with the poorest nations being most susceptible. As these countries become more affluent, infrastructure and technology will improve, reducing potential damages. Wealth creation is the best solution to combat environmental pollution. Key idea number 6. Global education has made significant advancements in the past few hundred years. Literacy is crucial for personal development, job opportunities, and improving standards of living. Global literacy rates have significantly improved over the years due to higher incomes, peace, and mass literacy campaigns. In the past, education was primarily focused on religious texts, but in the 19th century, schools for the poor and compulsory education programs were introduced. This positive trend spread to developing countries in the 20th century, resulting in a higher literacy rate worldwide. Education has particularly benefited poor countries and women, with literacy rates increasing and gender equality improving. Key idea number 7. Democracy and tolerance are on the rise globally, leading to increased individual freedom and greater societal equality. Discrimination based on gender, ethnicity, and sexual orientation has been prevalent throughout history. However, there have been significant advancements towards equality, driven by the rise of tolerance and egalitarian ideas. The global ban on slavery and the spread of democracy have greatly expanded personal and political freedoms. Although forced labor, forced marriage, and human trafficking still exist, they are no longer defended as a principle. In terms of democracy, universal suffrage has spread around the globe, with 58% of the world's population living in electoral democracies by 2000. While bigotry still exists, ethnic and religious minorities, women and gay people now enjoy more rights and protection against discrimination. Instances like racial discrimination and segregation have decreased, and women's rights have improved globally. Same-sex marriage is now legal in 21 countries. Discrimination against ethnic groups was officially banned in the 1990s. Societies become more tolerant and inclusive as they become more prosperous, as financial security reduces the perception of civil rights movements as a threat to personal welfare. Key idea. Number 8. Future generations are in a good position to continue the progress we've made. There has been significant progress in recent decades, creating a richer, healthier, and more tolerant world for younger generations. Child labor has declined globally, with fewer children being forced to work due to increased prosperity and the value of specialized skills. However, there are still challenges such as undernourishment, preventable diseases, poverty, and bigotry that need to be addressed. The availability of information and new ideas through globalization presents an opportunity for everyone to contribute to improving human life and society. In conclusion, the world is actually safer, healthier, and wealthier than ever before, despite what the news may portray. Progress is real, and there is no reason to believe it won't continue in the future. Be skeptical of pessimists and their claims that things are getting worse. Instead, recognize that the world is better today than it was in the past. Further recommended reading on the topic is Enlightenment Now by Steven Pinker. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.